interested in basketball this summer and/or next winter, there will be a mandatory meeting held on Tuesday, May 14th from 2:20 to 3 o'clock in the main cafeteria. Discussion points include spring open gym/lifting, summer workouts and camp, and other important information. For those girls that are not participating in a spring sport, please bring workout clothes because we will go to the weight room after the meeting. We will be done at 4 o'clock. If you have any questions, please speak with Coach Torkelson or Coach Held.
Seniors, please check your email from Julie Banhoser titled Required Graduation Action. This email gives directions on mandatory items that must be completed before you get your cap and gown.
Seniors, you will be getting your cap and gown on May 15th once you have returned all of your textbooks to your teachers or library books to the library, turned in your laptop and charger without any stickers on it, and paid outstanding fees.
Want to get more involved this year? Beauty Mentor applications are now open. We are looking for any female-identifying students who want to empower others. Please apply. Must be a junior or senior next year. Questions? Email Mrs. Flo or stop by H168, due May 10th. Interviews are May 13th and 14th after school. QR codes to apply can be found around the campus, and the Twitter for Beauty Project is @beautyproject_.
Seniors, do you want flowers or a teddy bear or a class t-shirt with the whole senior class nameless on it? You can order your graduation gifts by scanning the QR code on the flyers around the building or by typing in the commencementgroup.com/Plainfield Central. Don't see the flyers? Stop them by C240 or C244 to scan the QR code outside your doors. Share with your families and friends to receive these items on graduation day.
A semicolon, a period, an exclamation point, and a quotation mark decided that they were going to start to get involved in a life of crime. So they organized themselves, and based on their excitement in watching the Ocean's movies, they decided to start pulling off big heists. And their first heist, they decided to go and steal the Declaration of Independence. They were inspired by all sorts of movies, not just the famous Ocean's movies. They were also inspired by Nicolas Cage, who is our national treasure. And so they decided to try to steal the Declaration of Independence. And so they all figured out what skills they were best at. The quotation mark was really good at video surveillance. The exclamation point was very good at planning and organizing. The period was somebody who always got things accomplished and was willing to fight for it, and the semicolon was the fastest of the group, so he was used for all the getaways. So they organized this event, and they got in and they shut down the cameras and they snuck in and they got away with the Declaration of Independence, and they were so proud of themselves, and they were like, this is the best, we're so excited, we've stolen the Declaration of Independence. They obviously looked on the back, there was a map, they found a bunch of treasure, Nicolas Cage was impressed. So then they said, what is our next attempting at a heist that we can pull off? And they said, you know what, we should take our act overseas. And so they said, we're going to Europe and we're gonna steal the Mona Lisa. And so they decided that they're gonna go to the Louvre and they're gonna steal the Mona Lisa. And so they came up with the same plan, and they had, they're gonna cut off the video cameras and they're gonna cut off the video feed. And then they waited and they timed it up, and they knew they could get in there when the security was not as intense. And so they set it up so that they could get in, turn off the security cameras, and they said, here's the plan. We're going to create a diversion with Period because, you know, he always loves to fight people. So Period got in there and created a diversion. The security guards were looking the other direction, and that's when the semicolon rushed in and grabbed the Mona Lisa off the wall, and he made a run for it. And everybody knows the semicolon's so fast, so he makes a run for it. And he gets out of the front of the museum, and he's on the run, and the French police are on him, and they're chasing him down these alleys, and he's going down one alley, and then he runs through the back door of a house and climbs up the house and onto a roof, and it's like a Jason Bourne movie. He's running off the roof, and the semicolon is jumping from roof to roof, holding the Mona Lisa, and the French police are like, stop, stop, what they were saying in French. And so then they're chasing him down, and he thinks he gets away, and he goes down this alleyway, and he kind of is like, all right, I did it. He goes to meet up with his other punctuation marks, and he opens up the door, and sure enough, the police are waiting for him. And they take him in, and they take him in for questioning, and they're like, you know, did you do this? And they're like, I won't say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Wait for the trial. And so they take him to trial, and he goes to this courtroom, and they go through all the evidence, and you know, he doesn't sell out any of the fellow punctuation marks. And finally the judge, after hearing all the evidence, says, you know, semicolon, for stealing the Mona Lisa, I, the judge, give you, semicolon, 2 consecutive sentences.
If I could have a senior quote, it would be, don't care as much.
A teacher that really influenced me in high school was Mr. DePew. He helped me format and learn how to properly write essays properly.
My plans after high school are to get my MBA degree from University of Wisconsin-Whitewater.
My advice to underclassmen is to do your homework. It really does matter, even though it's only 25% of your grade. It'll take you a long way.
My biggest dream in life is to be able to perform in front of an audience with my band.
Advice that I would give to underclassmen would be to surround yourself with people that make you happy and really push you to better yourself each and every day, and accept that people come and go in life, and be thankful for the memories that you make with people now.
Quote of my good old friend Gracie Weldy. He told me once, he said, be yourself, everybody else is taken.
We're running above normal still, temperature-wise. The average high now would be the 70s. Happy Friday, everybody. Sure seems like we've had our share of storms lately. Probably the good news is I don't see any big storm systems on the radar the next, 5-7 days at least. So anyway, really going into this weekend and next week, generally a lot of 60s and 70s. It'll be pretty nice out, but there are some chances of rain, probably more days than not. This is the 6 to 10 day outlook behind me. You notice we still have quite a bit of what I call oranges and reds on here. So I mean, like again, probably quite a bit of 60s and 70s on the way. Nice spring weather. Happy Friday, everybody.